The world's greatest superheroes.
Mego Maniacs! Welcome to another edition of Mego Monday, a segment where I showcase my personal collection of Mego action figures. So we're continuing with the villains. This week we have the Penguin and Lex Luthor. So we'll start off with the Penguin. This is really a cool figure. Really did a good job on the head sculpt, I thought. It's got the classic top hat, you know, the long pointy nose, has the monocle. You come up, he's got the black tuxedo jacket, you know, he's got the little pot belly, pinstripe pants, turn him around. It's got the coattails. It's a really cool figure. I'm glad to have it in my collection. I think Mego missed an opportunity. I think the Penguin should have definitely came with an umbrella as an accessory. I mean, that's his weapons of choice, or, you know, a multitude of umbrellas, and I think that would have been a cool accessory for this figure. So a little backstory on the Penguin. As you all know, his real name is Oswald Cobblepot, and his parents ran a pet shop, or it was a pet shop, but mostly they carried birds, and Oswald just became obsessed with birds, and, you know, the rest is history. He first appeared in Detective Comics in 1940. They were trying to follow up with the success of the Joker and the Riddler. They wanted another iconic villain, and I think they got that with the Penguin. He has stood the test of time throughout the decades, and again, going back to the classic 1966 Batman television show, that's where I really got my taste of the Penguin. You know, played by Burgess Meredith. I thought it was an awesome job. Really enjoyed it. To me, he was a little more comical than the Joker or the Riddler. But it was a good character. And of course, it was reintroduced in Tim Burton's Batman Returns with Danny DeVito. And, you know, growing up with Burgess Meredith, I think Danny DeVito just knocked it out of the park. I always thought that the Penguin was a little bit of a darker character than what was portrayed in the comics. But loved Danny's performance as the Penguin in Batman Returns. But anyway, that's the Penguin. Really happy to have him in my collection. And it's just a classic villain. Now we'll move over to Lex Luthor, the arch enemy of Superman. So we'll start off with the head sculpt. Classic, you know, Lex Luthor's bald. Got that really, you know, sinister look on his face. And his outfit, to me, is more patterned after the comic books and the Saturday morning cartoon, the Super Friends. But we'll go up, purple shirt, you know, he's got his the belts, the gloves, the green pants, come up with the boots. It's very colorful. It's a cool figure. Glad to have him in my collection. And he did come with an accessory. He came with a piece of kryptonite, which I thought was pretty cool. So a little backstory on Lex Luthor. His real name is Alexander Luthor. And of course, you know, he's a super genius, mastermind, just a master criminal. He is wealthy. He owns a corporation. And he first made his appearance in Action Comics in 1941. I guess they were looking for a really super villain for Superman, and this was the answer, was Lex Luthor. And he doesn't have any superpowers per se, it's just his intelligence that he tries to defeat Superman and take over the world. Now, throughout the decades, Lex Luthor has been played by a plethora of actors. I can't even name them all. But I guess the one that I remember the most was from the 1979 Superman when Gene Hackman played him. It was an okay performance. But like I said, a lot of actors have played him. Movies, television shows, cartoons. But it's a cool figure. It's a cool character. But again, happy to have this guy in my collection. So that's who we have this week, guys, is the Penguin and Lex Luthor. All right, guys, until next time, same Mego channel, same Mego time.